Tonight, I give you
In a world where the line between reality and magic is blurred, Ed Norton plays a stage magician in The Illusionist. Norton plays the character of Eisenheim. Paul Giamatti co-stars as a chief inspector, along with Jessica Biel, who finds herself under Eisenheim's romantic spell. It seems to me that you really put a lot of thought into the scripts that you choose. Why this script? Why this movie?
I am a fan of magic. I like especially that era of magic, that era that grew out of this guy named Robert Houdin in the 19th century and the kind of the golden age of grand illusion stage magic.
Tell me how you got into this character. I know Michael Landon said that you became obsessed after realizing this wasn't just a period piece. Jessica Biel, I know, wrote a journal while she was in character. How did you get into this character?
Well, I know this will sound silly, but sometimes like the clothes can be a really big deal. Or in this case, the surfaces of the character are actually really important because the way he presents himself, his presentation has a huge amount to do with his power over other people.
Eisenheim performs his art in Vienna, Austria, and quickly claims a loyal following and trouble from the royal prince. The script is adapted from a short story and directed by Neil Berger, who captured the mystery of this period piece. You mentioned that you liked magic,
yeah,
and especially for that time period. I know you were a history major. Why? Tell me about learning the magic tricks.
I was incredibly fortunate in that I knew two of the greatest magicians in the world. Ricky Jay and David Blaine are both people I've had the good luck to meet. Ricky worked with me on things like the thing I do for the children, simple little tricks like you know, producing coins out of a handkerchief that keeps flipping over and over and over.
Most of the tricks done in the film are based on illusions that took place during the turn of the 20th century in Europe. Norton threw himself into learning the tricks of the trade and is actually performing the magic seen on the screen. The setting and the photography were well received, with an Academy Award nomination for Best Cinematography. And the film does what any good magician attempts: makes the audience question the line between truth and illusion. Inspired by a true story, Jet Li plays a martial arts legend that lived in China more than 100 years ago. Fearless, directed by Ronnie Yu.
You better lose this time.
Our victory is guaranteed.
Tells the story of Hu Yanjia, who became the most famous fighter in all of China. Li says the story parallels his own journey, falling from pride and returning more enlightened. Now the character that you're playing goes through, he overcomes great tragedy, great darkness. How do you connect to that?
Life experiences. I made a movie, suddenly you become well-known actor in Asia. Then when that moment comes, you feel very good. Then of course, a lot of people around you, work for you, not maybe somebody just want to kiss you, they want to make something from you. You become selfish.
The movie culminates in a final international fight that took place in Shanghai in 1910 and has never been forgotten throughout China. Li says this is his best and last martial arts epic. Tell me why this is your most personal and important film.
I learned martial arts for 35 years. And same belief, same philosophy between we're both,
You've done a lot of martial arts films. So why is this the most personal?
Martial art have 3 levels. One is the physical contact, stop your enemy, using the physical contact. The second level is use your words, languages, and strategy, everything you can to stop the physical contact beforehand. The third level is show your love, compassion, stop your enemy, turn them, become your friend. Okay. Not so many movies talk about that level.
Li asserts he has a greater message for the disaffected youth in China today. I read that China has a very high suicide rate, and that motivated you to work on this film.
I think not just China, the whole Asia, but a lot of countries. I see a lot of different cases. This teenager, they don't understand life yet. They just get up give up.
Like the protagonist in Fearless, Lee insists each individual can empower themselves to promote peace. And with the run-up to the Beijing Olympics in 2008, China is poised to take on the challenge.
Who wants to go for a swim? I left my top in Rio. Would you guys mind if I went topless?
We definitely don't mind.
John Stockwell has given us an intense thriller called Turistas, translated from Portuguese, Tourists. This is the first American production to shoot entirely in the country of Brazil. After a bus accident maroons a group of young travelers, they slowly discover their paradise is not just a beautiful white beach. While on vacation, the character of Alex, played by Josh Duhamel, is accompanying his sister Bea, played by Olivia Wilde, and her best friend Amy, played by Beau Garrett. The group meets Prue, acted by Melissa George, a fellow traveler who speaks the native language. The group must fight a primal battle for their lives. Tell me, what do you think the main message of this film is?
To give. If you have to give your kidney, give your liver. The purpose of the movie is just to scare the crap out of people, you know?
Well, there are some very serious themes.
What do you think the movie was about?
I was thinking, I had a lot of thoughts swirling in my mind about organ harvesting, about the relationship of first world versus third world.
And there's definitely like a social political sort of reason for what these guys do. So it's not as if he just wants to go out and kill people.
Right.
There's a real reason why he's doing it, and he tells her flat out, "This is what you do to us. You come here, you take this and this and this. Well, now it's your turn to give back." Exactly. And that to me is freaky.
There was something very eerie about doctors are iconic for helping, and to have a deranged doctor.
And he was helping these kids. In his mind, he was helping his children.
The director, John Stockwell, resonated with the script after being robbed and shot at in Peru. He took that personal fear and translated it into an unsettling cinematic experience. I used to live in Africa, and as I was crossing over to Ethiopia, I got deathly sick. So I went to this little village, and the doctor said that if I didn't get 7 shots in my stomach, I was going to die.
Wow.
And doctors, luckily I bought a pass for Doctors Without Borders before I came.
They're one of the most courageous humanitarian aid organizations in the world. They're not supported by any governments. They're totally privately funded, so they can criticize any government, as they did in '94 with Rwanda, and as they're doing now with Sudan.
The film explores what it means to be an outsider, and is definitely not for the faint of heart. Reporting in Los Angeles for Around and About Orange County News, I'm David Esch.